Hello and welcome back to MLB The Show 19 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, in kind of the inverse of the previous episode, Jason pitched exceptionally well all game, and it didn't matter because he wound up with a no decision in a game the Phillies dropped in the ninth by the bullpen. Pitched for 8 innings against the Atlanta Braves at home. Allowed 1 run, collected 9 strikeouts, allowed no runs, and it didn't matter. They pulled Jason to get a batter in to try to get some runs across, and the Braves took advantage of the bullpen. So it's a shame, but we just got to keep going. Drop the series against Atlanta, and we get into a bullpen day. See what we got. Cutter control might be something to think about. Hits per 9, we could start bringing that up even further. You know what? I'm really tempted to do that, I think. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I mean, we're never going to get a no-hitter if we continue allowing hits. I mean, that's a tautology, but still. Eric Cabral of the Phillies telling us never become complacent about the game. Let's stay sharp out there. I'm doing fine, Coach. You just got to tell these guys to hit some runs. Know what I'm saying? Let's talk to Enrique Cardenas, one of our fellow starting rotation guys. Team's recent record. Not a great stretch, but let's take it day by day. He'll do his best not to get complacent. And he's now one of our friends, and we're getting a little closer to level 3 captain, and that's great. But that is going to bring us out here against the Milwaukee Brewers in Citizens Bank Park. Now, Jason has faced the Brewers a grand total of 7 times. He has a 3-4 record against them, a 2.47 ERA, and a 2.47 WOBA. So once again, kind of looking like had pretty decent results against these guys. It's just a lack of run support means we don't get a whole lot of wins on the board. So maybe we can change that up here, or maybe we just have another one like we had last time. Either way, not going to know unless we get out here and get it.
From the city of brotherly love, MLB The Show has baseball from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Philadelphia Phillies. Almost time for these two to square off right after this. Jason Parham gets the ball for Philadelphia in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, in this day and age where we're used to seeing a lot of home runs and pitchers not going very deep in a game, how about this guy? ERA in the low ones. That's not an easy thing to do. It can strike people out, but it can also get them out via the ground ball, the fly ball.
Well, the challenge is coming right out the gate with a strong start challenge. 12 runs or 12 pitches or less without allowing a run. It's always the goal, so let's see if we can't make it happen. Jose Aviles out here to lead things off for the Brewers. First pitch is a changeup in the bottom part of the zone. Swung on, fouled away at 1:35 p.m.
Today, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, hey, D-Roll, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3.
Little chopper over to short.
On this homestand.
Flips it over to first, and that'll be the first out of the game.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now.
Meant to say first out of the inning, but it is also the first out of the game. 2 pitches, 1 out, not a bad start. Got an awful lot of rookies on this Brewers staff. Michael Gorman, Francisco Sandoval, and Sean Rosas, the pitcher. All, I think, rookies starting off this year. Facing off against Michael Gorman, one of the aforementioned rookies.
Swinging it well so far in this series. He's 3 for 9.
See what he's got. Two-seamer down and in, taken, strike 1. It's a balmy 70 degrees and clear skies here in Philadelphia. Perfect baseball weather.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Inside fastball, he was out in front of it. That'll be strike 2. Calls for a changeup from Chance Sisco.
down the third baseline.
And he's early on that one as well. Fouls it away. How about a slider to the outside corner? Not so much. Down below the zone for ball one.
Off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater.
Fouls off a two-seamer below the zone. He's staying alive at 1-2. It's all been bottom part of the zone. So let's give him one up and in. Swung on and missed. That'll be the first strikeout of the day for Jason. And Gorman goes down on strikes for the second out of the inning.
All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Bringing up Nomar Mazara here for the Brewers.
And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this
Not
season.
great results against Jason in the past. Got about a 200 average on about 9 plate appearances. I guess technically it's closer to, what, 222?
Hey, 2 down here.
Yep, indeed.
Let it fly. Let's go. Trust your stuff right here.
The way I do these spreadsheets, I wind up adding a plate appearance before I start looking at stats. So sometimes leads to small inaccuracies in my numbers.
You know what, Dad? I'm always baffled when Eric Summers goes behind the dish.
Swung on and missed the changeup down and away, and that'll be strike 2.
That's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside
Cutter
corner,
inside again.
but don't keep moving it.
Grounded down the first baseline. Velasquez has got it, and that is going to end the inning. So Jason gets it on 12 pitches exactly to bring the Phillies up to start swinging the bats. Nothing going into the bottom of the first.
Settling in now, Josh Bell. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The first baseman, number 55. John.
All right, no runs across for Philly. Tell me what else is new. Josh Bell coming up for the Brewers. Slider out or inside corner, off the plate for ball one. And that'll be the first hit of the game for the Brewers. Little slow roller up the middle. Nobody gets to it, and he's on to lead off the top of the second.
Shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make
Should bring up J.D. Davis here for the Brewers.
that one right up the middle.
The third baseman.
J.D. Davis, the next to bat.
Out in front of that fastball inside for strike 1.
Comes into play here at 273. 5 homers and 32 driven in. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a liner.
Floated a slider outside, and he swung away. He was late on it, thankfully, because he made good contact, but that is still strike 2.
That he wanted to keep that one fair.
Hey, we got no one.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Changeup just below the bottom of the zone, ball 1.
Quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that
Another close one, curveball inside corner, taking ball 2.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
Fouls off a two-seamer up in the zone. Same pitch is called for from Cisco.
Another 2-2 offering. Here's a fly ball.
Flies it out to right field. And he misses it. He misplays the ball out in right field, and that is going to be a base hit.
Runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
I want to see where that one landed. And it doesn't look like they're going to give it to me, but Francis Montero, excuse me, coming up here, try to cash in here for the Brewers in the early going in this game. We, of course, want to strike him out. We're going to try for one inside the zone if we can.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Swung on a changeup.
And that swung on.
I think he was late on that one.
Bell at second. Davis on at first with nobody out.
Fastball up and in.
Lofted in the air out toward
Fly
right
out.
center.
Hopefully center field. Gonna make the play, and that'll be the first out of the inning finally.
Hung up just a little bit too long.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And this team,
Eric Oatzka making the play there. We got Felipe Velasquez, Adrian Sanchez, Victor Gutierrez, and David Ozuna on third base. Andrew Stevenson, Eric Oatzka, and Jorge Soler. Outfield, Chance Sisco behind the dish, and on the bump, as usual, Mr. Jason Parham. Bringing up Gary Sanchez, former Yankee, current Brewer in Jason's world.
The Dominican-born catcher Gary Sanchez.
High fastball, first pitch taken for ball one.
According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Sanchez.
Not great numbers against Jason, but he does have a career home run against him in 14 plate appearances.
The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike.
Got an .071 batting appearance in his last 14 plate appearances, so he's literally had the one home run, and that's pretty much it.
So he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know
Changeup hits the inside corner, strike two.
Expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season.
Fastball coming up and in at elbow level on Gary Sanchez. That'll be ball two. Grateful I didn't hit him.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
Change up to the outside corner, fouled away, stays alive at 2-2.
The 2-2. Hit hard on the
That's a grounder. He stops it at second base.
But the recovery will come too late.
I'm not going to make the play on that one, so that is going to be a base hit here.
Standing in now with
bringing up Francisco Sandoval.
And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through.
Prime position, bases loaded.
Here's the first pitch.
And he is going to cash in with a grounder right up the middle.
The throw home. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
So that is going to be a base hit, 2 RBI single up the middle. Bell and Davis are going to score. And trouble early on here in Philadelphia.
Hopefully the pitcher's able to settle down now. He's got some runs on his back, and he's able to go out and execute.
Batting ninth.
Now he's even going to lay down a sac bunt here.
Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does.
That's going to be the sac bunt here, and that'll put runners second and third for Jose Aviles.
Jose Aviles, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Looking to minimize the damage here.
Fly ball right field. Jorge Soler's out to get it. So the inning is ended without too much damage, but that is still 2 runs across here in the second, and that puts the Phils behind the 8 ball already, going into the bottom of the second.
It's the Brewers 2 and the
Jason getting a chance with the stick here. Bottom 2, 1 out, facing Sean Rosas.
So let's see if that is indeed on right here. Swing and a miss, and he's
late on that fastball.
Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Matty, we've seen some
oof, liner right to short. Can't complain about the contact there. It's just bad location. And coming out top 3, it's Michael Gorman again, and we only have a 2-0 score here.
Both these games have been very close, and it's going to boil down to who gets the big hits in the 7th, 8th.
First pitch is a pop-up back behind first base. Velasquez has it for the first out. Philadelphia, we're starting to drag in this race a little bit. 4.5 games back of Miami. Not looking too good in the wild card either, I think. But it's early going yet. We got time to make it up. Just got to get some runs across, that's all. Swung on and missed the changeup first pitch for strike 1.
Hey, come on now, guys.
Fouls away the cutter up and in for strike 2. Changeup down and away, exactly what I was thinking, Mr. Sisco. Let's get it. Chops it outside the zone. Bouncing into the dugout. Fastball down and away now. Way away, and that is fouled off. So he's staying alive out here.
Hey, come on now. One time, right here.
The 0-2 once more.
Bring him a curveball inside.
Taken for ball
Low,
one.
barely holds back on that one, and that is going to be ball one.
Let's see it, Philadelphia.
Change up.
Hit hard to third.
Right over to third. David Ozuna blocks it with his body. Doesn't quite make a clean catch on it, but he does still get that over to first for the second out of the inning. Bring up Josh Bell again, who scored last inning.
He reached on a single in his first try. First offering on its way.
Checks a swing on a cutter up and in, and that is going to be ball one.
Considered among the best. He's got a solid swing from both sides, and at least in terms of making contact, there isn't a big drop.
Change up down and away taken. Strike one.
Yeah, Matty, I think a lot has to do with the fact that this guy plays with the big part of the field. He is not pot committed to pulling the baseball or going the other way. He stays
two-seamer up and away, taking ball two.
Working towards the big part, and it serves him well from both sides of the plate.
That one is right at the second baseman. Sanchez bounces it, but that is going to end the inning.
Saves an error as this side is retired. Gone in order are the Brewers, but they're on top 2-0.
We're back as the Phillies lineup readies for their third turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had its issues on offense. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. And one coach told me that...
Stepping into the box, J.D. Davis.
One of the keys to securing a win. They want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can.
All right, still no runs for Philly. 2-0, top four.
Here we go, guys.
J.D. Davis coming up.
Coming, here it is.
Two-seamer up in the zone, fouled off for strike one. I mean, the graphic there showed you everything you need to know about the Phillies, man. Bottom of the NL, bottom, which of course means they're bottom of the majors. In average, on-base percentage, I think they were like 24th in slugging. Just having an awful, awful time with the sticks out here. Gonna be a grounder over there. Lazy flip over to first. Not sure what that was, but that'll be the first out of the fourth. Bringing up Francis Montero. Cashed in. No, he didn't cash in. He popped out last time. Try curveball first pitch. Hung it a little bit, but he took it for strike one.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line.
Try another one, bottom part of the zone. Taken, strike two.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get
try a slider away now. Swinging and missing that one way outside, opposite batter's box, and that is the second strikeout of the day for Jason. Second out of the inning.
Back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
Now batting.
Into the box.
Gary Sanchez up now.
So go after the first pitch and bounce
chops it foul for the strike one.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far.
Two-seamer up and away. Strike two.
Hey, let's go, kid. One time right here.
Here it comes.
Give him a fastball up and in.
Fastball.
Oh, that plunked him. He's lucky he held up. Otherwise, that would have been strike 3 swinging. And
to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
First hit by pitch on the year for Jason.
Riding into the box, Francesco Sandoval.
That one was genuinely unintentional.
In his last plate appearance. That finds the zone, a called strike.
Hey, get your pitch up there, huh?
Heading out towards
fly ball to right field. Jorge Soler making a little jog over to get it, and that is going to end the inning.
And that ends the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Digging in,
Sean Rosas coming up.
Successfully laid down a sack
No sack
bunt
bunts
in his
today,
last play.
or not this inning at least. Still 2-0.
Velocity, exploding, breaking stuff. He executed that sack bunt perfectly.
Too high that time.
Fastball just at the top of the zone for strike one, or ball one.
Hey, needs you right here. Needs you.
I don't care where this one goes so much.
And this one's
Strike
over for a
one.
high strike, 1-1.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens
Cutter.
when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy.
Strike
the last
two.
thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good
And
swing
strike
at that
three
one.
on the inside corner.
Up, up, up.
Fouled off. Velasquez has got it, and that's going to be the first out of the inning. Bringing up Jose Aviles.
Top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Jose Aviles. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would
Change
like to
below
do
the
from
outside
left
corner
side
for ball
is
one.
Swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Swung on and missed that one. He got buckled on that swing. Strike one. Swung on that one and buckled him there. Doesn't go swinging on one outside. Not that far, so that's ball two. Change up down and away.
Sent on the ground.
Put into play here, but that's just over to Sanchez at second, and that is going to be the second out of the inning.
Stepping into the
Michael
box.
Gorman coming back up.
No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Michael Gorman.
He jumps on this one.
That's a high fly ball, center field.
And he will
But he's going to make the play on the track, and that's going to end the inning.
Will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're up 2-0. Now to the plate, the pitcher.
Jason back up to bat here. Really not much to say.
Home fifth, and it's been tough sledding.
I hate to say it, but this is going to have to be one of those go to the team type at bats.
To the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Here's the first pitch to him. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. There's one.
Well, they're going to throw him out at second, so the sack bunt don't quite work as planned. Jason is on base, but it's more of a fielder's choice than a sack bunt.
2 tries so far.
Gutierrez.
The 1-2. Just staying alive.
Victor
Putting together a
Gutierrez
really
fouls
good
one
at-bat
down
here.
for another 1-2 pitch.
Here's a fly ball, well hit.
Fly ball, left field. That is going to get down in left field and be
Retreat back to first.
fielded for the second out of the inning. Bringing up Andrew Stevenson, 0 for 2 on the day.
Backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he gets around.
Cranks that one, and it's going. It's out of here. Andrew Stevenson ties that one. Ring the bell, folks. Andrew Stevenson gets a 2-run home run at the perfect time to tie this one up. Bottom 5. Let's go.
Number 2 for him on the year as the Phillies have come back to tie this one at 2.
This is a perfect example of the total concentration it takes to be a pitcher at this level. He was on cruise control, getting his spot, preserving a 2-run lead, and then boom! He misses his location, and the game is tied. Back to square one.
And Jason coming back out after that home run. Nomar Mazar coming up. It is still 2-2 in the top of the 6th. But we've gone from a disappointing outing to one where we're back in it. We got a chance. So now that Jason's warmed up a little bit, hopefully he can make something happen. 1-1 count on that fastball high and outside.
Got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Pulled high in the
That's
air
another
out to
fly
right
ball.
field.
Jorge Soler on his horse going to get that one, and that'll be the first out of this inning.
For the first out.
We'll bring back up Josh Bell.
Into the box, Josh Bell. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strike.
That's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the
Yeah,
life
Jason
of an
has some
umpire.
questions for the ump after that call, but regardless, that is ball one. Early on the curveball, lay down the curveball, beg your pardon. World of difference between those two.
Here's the 1-1 delivery.
Swung on and missed the changeup.
Makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Out in front of that one. We'll try a curveball now. Swung on and missed in the dirt. That'll be strikeout number 3 on the day for Jason. Second out of the inning.
There to record the second out.
Now bring J.D. Davis back to the plate. 1 for 2. Got a run on the board.
Singled and grounded out so far. And the pitch.
1-1-1.
Round over to first.
Chopper over to first base. Jason's going to be in a foot race, and he makes the play here to end the inning.
Nothing across here this half. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6, and we are tied 2-2.
Jason back up, bottom 6. We got a 3-2 lead now, 2 out. So we'll be swinging here.
Now time is barked out by the home plate
Jason
umpire.
calls time. Who is this? Bernardo Gonzalez on the mound for the Brewers.
Hey, one pitch. Make it yours. Come on now.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Nice curveball,
Nowhere
man.
close, and it's 1-0.
Let's go, big dog.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and he'll be back in standing up. Sanchez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning.
Hey, your pitch. Drive it deep. Here you go.
Fastball taken outside, ball 2.
Out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal.
Worried about the steal here, apparently.
Cat-mouse game continues.
Throw over and a slide step.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
That's a all-right ball to hit. Bottom of the zone, and I was late on it. Throwing gas at 96.
Here you go now. Come on now. One time.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
Another one top of the zone. That was too close to take.
Swung on and missed 2-2.
Hey, get a good one up there, huh?
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Two-seamer outway. That fills the count, 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving. So
Go
we'll see
ahead and
what
take the
happens.
challenge to
There are
draw
lot
a
of
walk.
possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Hey, hit me a seed right here.
Fouled off.
Foul ball. That one was early, I think. No, late on that one, huh? Okay.
Let's go, kid. One time right here. Come on, Billy.
Pops this one
It's
up.
going to be a bloop.
Aviles ranging into shallow
It's going to
right.
fall into right field, and so Jason gets himself a base hit. Runners on the corners now with 2 away.
Yeah, the pitching coach takes a stroll out to the mound, and with the pitcher this young, you just want to let him know that he's out there for a reason and to trust what got him here.
We have a
is
word
good
with
enough to get
Bernardo
him through this.
Gonzalez on the mound. Gary Sanchez also out to have a little bit of a pep talk with the reliever they got on. Bringing up Victor Gutierrez for the Phillies.
Victor Gutierrez.
1 for 3. They've got a base open, so they very well may just walk him.
Here in inning number 6. He's set.
Get the force on in order.
Ball hit softly on the ground.
But that is going to fill the count here, so Jason is going to be moving.
And And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called.
And strike 3 called. That is going to end the inning. But Phillies back on top here after 6 innings.
Of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. We're back in Philadelphia right after this.
I'm kind of lost for words there.
Shot now.
Do not allow a run. That's the way we got to do this one.
Striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have
Two-seamer, heart of the plate, taking strike 1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Try curveball now.
Line drive to
Hung
left.
it a little bit, but that's going to be out in left for Stevenson.
He'll bring this one in.
That is going to be the first out of the inning. Bringing up Gary Sanchez. I skipped that little infographic.
Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully, it
chops the
doesn't
curveball
stiffen up.
down. Strike 1.
Can get through something right here.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good piece on it, huh? Let's go.
Here comes the 0-1.
Changeup taken, strike 2.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope. But
Go inside again with the fastball. Not afraid of hitting him.
Solid to me.
And it's fouled away.
But he's late on it.
Hey, just you and him. Damn yourself.
Into the
How about another fastball up in the zone? It was up, I guess.
Move it to 1-2 now.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing.
Try another one.
In the dirt right here.
Inside of the knees.
Shallow right. Soler on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second.
Jammed him on that one, and he flies out to right for the second out of the inning.
Digging in.
Francisco Sandoval, responsible for both of the runs that the Brewers have scored today.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit sharply on the ground.
Well, he's going to get another hit here late in the game. He's going to be on base with 2 away in the top of the 7th.
Now, D-Row, you have the pitcher's spot on deck. It'll be interesting to see how they play this one.
Well, those guys
and that is going to do it for Jason. He's only going to go 6 2/3.
4th inning. I look for the manager to definitely make the move here for another bat.
But all things considered, he did all right. Gave up a couple of runs early and kept it respectable going into the late innings. He is responsible for the man on the play on first base. But if we're lucky, they'll be able to hang on to the 1-run lead, maybe even stretch it a bit. But we're going to have to see how the Phillies bullpen, which has not been the most responsible group of pitchers, is going to handle this situation. Survey says.
In a close game like this, you look for that one guy who produced when it mattered most, and this is the guy. He's our top player of the game.
Well, when your one hit of the game is a home run and it ends up being a really critical one, you have to feel pretty good. It wasn't a huge day.
Well, it was an ugly start and a decent middle inning, but unfortunately, the Phillies blow it in the 8th, and they have to go to extras to win it. Jason pitches for 6 2/3 today, allows 2 runs on 5 hits, collects only 3 strikeouts, and gets a no decision in the game. The Phillies do ultimately win. He remains at 4-2 on the year and 104-47 in his career. His ERA is at 1.60, his FIP is at 2.35, and his xFIP is at 3.46. So that's going to do it for me. Until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.
For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.